Hello and welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, you will learn how to use the Postgres natural join to query data from two or more tables. A natural join is a join that creates an implicit join based on the same or matching column names in a joined table or joined table. Natural join can also be an inner join, left join, or a right join. A right join basically is the opposite of a left join, in that with a right join, all the records from the right join are returned, followed by any matching from the left join. Left join meaning any records matching from the left table. So it will return everything from the right table and anything that matches on the left table. That's what is known as a right join. If you do not specify the type of natural join you are using, by default, Postgres will make it an inner join. So the default is an inner join. So when you are using a natural join, if you don't specify if it's an inner join, a left join, or right join, Postgres will automatically assume it's an inner join. Let's have a look at the syntax to see how you would implement a natural join. So this is the syntax. Basically, you select all from the column, if you're using all columns, and then from the first table, and then you specify a natural join. If you want the natural join to be, say, a left join, you have to indicate that inside square brackets. If you don't indicate that, the natural join will implement an inner join. If you also use asterisks rather than the actual column names, if you use that in the select list, the result will contain all the common columns, which are the columns in both tables that have the same name. Every column in the first and the second tables that is not a common column. So using the asterisk will produces what it will generate first. It will give you all the common columns which are common in both tables that have the same name, and also every column in the first and second tables that is not a common column. That is where the names don't match. All right, let's go over to our admin tool and implement this. So I'm going to use a couple of tables here from our sample database. Sample database is DVD rental, and these are the tables. Got 15 tables. So I am going to use the customer table and the payment table. So let me expand that so we can see the tables. This is the customer table. It's got 10 columns, and I'm also going to use the payment table. Payment table has got 6 columns. So when I implement the natural join, what should happen? All the common columns which are identical in both tables will be displayed. Also, all the columns in the first and second table that also do not have matching columns will also be displayed. So let me do that now. Let's right click on the table and go query tool. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to select all the columns. I'll do select star, means get all the columns from the customer table first, table called customer, and I'm going to do a natural join Because I've not specified what type of natural join, it will make it an inner join. So if I wanted it to be a left join or a right join, I will indicate that. But because I've not, Postgres will assume it to be an inner join. So I'll do a natural join on the second table, which is the payment table. That is basically it. The query is completed. So what should happen? It will return columns from both tables. Let me run that so you can see. So it has returned over 14,000 records from both tables. So this query here is basically the same as an inner join. All right. So if I was to modify this, it will to an inner join, it will give me the same result. Say for example, I do select star from customers. Okay, and I do an inner join, on the payment table using the customer ID, because customer ID is a column that is present in both tables. So if I execute this query, it should give me the same output. All right, so this is the first query here for the natural join, which, because I've not specified what type of natural join, it makes it an inner join by default. This query also can also be written as an inner join. If I was to write this as an inner join, it will give me the same result, the same output of over 14,000. So let me run this and you can see that. If I execute, look at here, it should show over 14,000 records. If it doesn't, then you see that it's shown over 14,000. So it's giving me exactly the same output. The convenience of using the natural join is that it does not require you to specify the join clause, because it uses an implicit join clause based on the common columns. I would be cautious using natural joins, because sometimes it can give you unexpected results. All right, so let me show you another example of how you can get unexpected results. So I'm going to pick two other columns here. I'm going to use two tables. So I'm going to use the city table and the city table here and the country table. I'm going to perform a natural join and you'll see what I mean by unexpected result. So I'll start with a select statement. I'll do a select and it will be star from city, which is the city table here, and I'm going to do a natural join with the country table, which is this table here. So if I run this, you'll be surprised at the result. You get something probably you didn't expect. So let me run that. As you can see, total query runtime, 0 records retrieved, but it's displayed the names of the columns, but no rows. The reason the query result is empty is that both tables have a common column name called last update, which cannot be used for the join. However, the natural join clause, this one, just uses the last update column. Okay, so you can see what I mean by you can sometimes get unexpected results. In this lecture, I have explained how to use the natural join to retrieve data from multiple tables. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.